And welcome back to the Hot Lab. We are talking Elfyn Evans under pressure. He's lost the championship lead. Yep, it looked fairly comfortable after the first 3 or 4 rallies, but now we're halfway through that season and it's Tanak that's very much in the lead, but not quite in control with the 1 point. But they have been catching him like one of those nightmares where you can't do anything about it. And seemingly Evans hasn't done anything about it. This now is a man very much under pressure to win his first WRC Championship. So here we go. I mean, you can see here, this is the championship standings by 1 point, 162. Tanak is in the lead by 161. Now, Sebastian OG, if, for example, Evans, I don't think he will, but has an absolute mare at the next rally, it's not inconceivable. I think that OJ could overtake him, or even maybe Cali Rovenpera is in the hunting. Neuville, probably not so much for Mono. And then you've got Taka. Well, let's not talk about Taka. We're here to talk about Elfyn Evans. Now, the big contrast is, and the big comparison we can make, which we kind of made in our last rally video, is Thierry Neuville won in Monte Carlo last year. And he got the lead. He won more than that rally, obviously. But he led from the front, as in he had to open the road just as much as Elfyn Evans, and he did a much better job. At the point where I think this year, though, Toyota, for the first few rallies, had a much better car advantage. And I don't think Evans made the most of it. And it looks now that Hyundai are once again up there, and they're going to be putting that pressure on poor Evans. Now, Evans on the last rally, this is his Facebook page, he did comment saying, Estonia was a tough weekend for us, and of course, I'm disappointed we couldn't deliver more. Absolutely he is. We are straight to work this week to prepare as best we can for Finland in just over a week's time. Huge congratulations, obviously, to Oliver and Elliot. Brilliant. And congratulations to Toyota on their 100th win. Yes, it was a tough weekend, but the problem is we're hearing that far too much from Evans and his camp. It was a tough weekend, but you can't do that anymore now. You've lost the championship lead. A lead that almost looked, I don't want to say unassailable, but quite difficult to overcome. But overcome it has through very average performances from Elfyn Evans. And I don't think this has really been talked about enough until now. They were catching him and they were catching him. Now this is a man under pressure. So here we go. Power slide. I reported, obviously on Twitter, Evans 6th, championship lead is no more. Yes, he was first on the road, but 6th place in a rally where, and I thought this was quite interesting, 6th place in a rally where the road cleaning effect isn't as big as previous rallies. It's quite bad from someone aiming for a maiden title. I couldn't have said it better. I could not have said it better. It's been a massive disappointment for our Elfyn fans here. Also, Rally Journal's reporting it. It's been quite a while since Evans of Toyota last delivered a strong performance in the championship. Yes, major concern for Evans. We can't be too satisfied. That's very much an understatement, I think, that Evans is saying. And let's see what Tony Heinonen says. He says Evans was in stunning form earlier in the season. He was. I mean, the Monte Carlo was good. He didn't win it, but he began the year with that 2nd place, if you remember, in Monte Carlo, which was really strong. It was followed by back-to-back victories in Sweden and Kenya. He did absolutely amazing, didn't he? Especially in Kenya. I mean, one of the best rallies out there in April. So he also reached the podium in the WRC round held in the Canary Islands, finishing 3rd. So the best start that Elfyn has ever had to a season. This spring's success saw Evans hold a firm lead in the championship standings. However, as we know, his advantage has, I don't want to say been chipped away, but it's been kind of like hammered away by a massive chisel, so to speak. And Evans, he's had to act the so-called road sweeper in those gravel events. We had Portugal, Sardinia and Greece, and he particularly struggled on those opening days due to what was his early road position, like Neuville. But at the same time, he never really showed that top pace like Terry did in his championship year. Even as his road position improved later in the weekend, you never really saw him come back, and that's something that Terry was really good at. He was very good at damage limitation and opening the road, and then he started to come back on the over the next couple of days. Now, in the last weekend's WRC round in Estonia, they said much more was expected from Evans. The Welshman has a strong track record on fast gravel rallies, but in Tartu, he was unable to match the speed of the front runners, which is a concern. Now, he only finished 6th and lost out to Solberg, the same car, by more than 1.5 minutes. That is insane. I mean, Solberg did an amazing job. Tanak, who finished 2nd, also overtook Evans in the championship standings, and he now leads the way. Who is favourite for the title? I would not bet my mortgage on either at the moment, because it's rally, you never know, but Tanak is the on-form man at the moment compared to Evans. He now faces a serious moment of reflection, the article says. He needs to find more speed from somewhere. Does he have it? Where has the speed been, especially at the beginning of the year? A lot of people suggested that you take away the hybrid, that's really helped Evans' driving style more. But Evans himself said it's been a tough weekend, of course. Our road position did hamper us a lot on Friday, but I also think we didn't have the speed to challenge like we wanted to. Amen, Evans. And he admitted, and that's what he admitted after the Estonian rally. He collected a total of meagre, for this is the championship contender, former championship leader, just 11 points from that weekend, earning a couple from the Super Sunday results and one from the power stage. And he said, we tried our best on Sunday, scored a few extra points, but we can't be too satisfied at the end of the weekend. No, you really can't. Next up, obviously, is the round in Finland, another fast rally where Evans should be quite good. He has to go in there aiming to win. The Welshman's used to success on the gravel roads of central Finland, having won the rally twice in the past. Now, before the event, Evans will complete a day of testing at the team's facility. He said, I'm looking forward to Rally Finland like always, and we'll keep working together with the team to find a bit more speed out there. Yeah, you really do, Evans. I mean, it is Tanak's currently leading. He's one of I could probably only name maybe one or two other drivers who I wouldn't want to be ahead of me in the championship going to beat. Tanak probably is one of them. I think pound for pound he's probably faster than Evans, but he makes maybe a few more big mistakes than Evans, and that's where Evans needs to be absolutely key. Evans is very much under pressure. This is now make or break for his championship year, and I think this is make or break for Evans' legacy. He's lost the championship lead. If he can win this year, he will be, he's gonna be up there with the British legend, with the Colin McRae, with the Richard Burns. We want another guy from the UK to win, I can assure you. And I think if Evans is the champion, that's gonna really that's going to have a knock-on effect, and that may well really help having a rally back in the United Kingdom, or across the pond in Ireland. That can only help. But the pressure is on Evans, and we know when he's under pressure, in the past he's crumbled a bit. So far he hasn't, but we need to see more. Is he playing it too safe? I don't know. But anyway, if you've made it to the end, that's amazing. If you haven't subscribed, please give us that subscription if you think we're worth it. If you're already subscribed, hit that like button. That does make a difference. Comment below. Let us know if you think we're possibly being too harsh on Evans. I don't think we are. But there we go. But until then, we'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much. And above all else, stay safe.